What is up,
Big
everybody?
John.
Welcome to another week of Dialed In, the brand new NFL podcast where you can call in and be a part of the show. We have a big matchup coming up with modern day NFL. We're going to be facing off with the 2020 decades All Pro team, according to ChatGPT. We did get a sneak peek at it last week, and I think this is a beatable team, guys. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely beatable. Anything is possible.
Shout out to the boys in the chat. We got Big John. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, Big John.
We got
Happy birthday, John.
Red Beard Breaks. What is up, Jimmy? Good to see you, man.
Hey.
The
Hey,
bearded one.
We appreciate you hanging out with us, man. It means a lot. And how rude of me. I didn't even introduce the boys. With me, as always, we have two of the most handsome men who watch the sport of football. We have Michael over there at Huddle Card Collection. How you doing, man?
Great, Anthony. How are you, buddy?
Oh, wonderful, man. Every week I get to hang out with you boys is a good week. Then we got John at Firestarter Breaks. How you doing, man?
Doing good, fellas. How you guys doing tonight?
Wonderful, man. Excited
Cannot
for this
complain.
matchup. If we win tonight, we go 500 in the decades. So pretty excited about that. I'm thinking next week potentially go up against the all-time Washington team. If you're game for that, John, we're gonna definitely need your help on that.
Oh, yeah. All right. What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
Brother, good to see you, man. I'm so glad that you're here, Sean, because you could really help me out with, since we're in the 2020 decades. What year did J.J. Watt retire? Because I'm already thinking ahead. And he's a good Texan for the list, potentially.
JJ is probably out of the league 3 years, maybe.
Yeah, so
Because don't forget, he went and had that brief stint with Arizona.
mm-hmm.
People thought he was going to go to Pittsburgh to play with his brother.
He'd been a lot cooler if he did.
But for some reason, he decided not to. Like it went out west.
His last stint was in 2021-22 season with Arizona.
Yeah.
I feel the same way, Jimmy, when it comes to Penn State. They just got shellacked by UCLA this past week. They just dropped 2 in a row, and it's not looking too happy in Happy Valley right now.
2022 season is when he.
It's going to be tough. It'll be very hard for them to go ahead and potentially make it.
Mm-hmm.
So J.J. Watt is in there. You can put him in. He retired in 2022, so.
Not what year he got drafted. What year he retired. I mean,
I'm sure he probably got drafted before 15 too, because
2011 draft.
he got drafted in 17. Unless he's like not that much older.
J.J. Watt, I believe, was 2011 when he got drafted, I believe.
So
yeah, I'm not sure.
The big news that dropped today, boys, I don't know if you've heard, but Joe Flacco is going from the Cleveland Browns to the Cincinnati Bengals. What do we think about this?
But from a Cleveland standpoint, it is very, very interesting for them to basically have 2 rookie quarterbacks. I mean, they had Deshaun Watson. I mean, unless Kenny is back, right? Because they had Kenny, right?
Yeah, they have
So, I mean,
Kenny. They also have Shador. Dylan Gabriel's going to be starting for him.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that if Kenny went on it was a 4-week IR, so week
But actually,
5.
didn't they trade Kenny to Oakland? So they might not even have Kenny anymore. I think he might have went to the Raiders.
Oh. So then that even makes it more interesting to see what they could.
Yeah, he did get traded to the Raiders. That's right.
Well, that's even more interesting because when you look at their squad right now, you look at their depth chart, they're showing Gabriel, they're showing Sanders, and Deshaun Watson, who is still out.
Mhm.
Unless Deshaun Watson is ready to come back. So, I mean, okay, so Watson is expected to return to practice this week.
You know what I think will end up happening? I think that they'll let Watson kind of come back as he comes back, but until then, they'll kind of see what they have in the young guys. You know what I mean? I think Dylan Gabriel's going to have it out for him this week whenever he's playing Pittsburgh.
What?
You know what I mean? Once T.J. Watt, Highsmith may be back this week. You got Herbig, who's been playing incredible. They're going to be rushing him hard, especially because he's a rookie. He wasn't very high drafted. I think he was a fourth round pick, something like that.
Which one?
Dylan Gabriel.
Is he 3 and Sanders was 5? I'll check.
But yeah, as far as this,
Yeah, Gabriel was 3rd round and
Okay.
Sanders was 5th round.
it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm pulling for both of them to play well, just not this week.
Well, the thing about Gabriel, there are a lot of people who are very high on him in college and stuff like that, and there were people when they talked about the draft, that said if he was 3 inches tall, if he was around 6'2",
Mm-hmm.
that he would have gone potentially 1st round, if not definitely 2nd round. There was just a lot of people that would just, afraid of his height.
Yeah, the whole Drew Brees factor.
So
Be interesting to see if he. That same thing happened actually with Russ Wilson too. So he's probably more prone to be more like a Wilson type than a Brees type.
Yeah. Yep. Other thing that's going to be interesting is that OBJ has gone ahead and basically agreed to the 6-game suspension for PEDs.
Okay.
So I'm sure if he start, I would think he would start start his suspension this week. So it would be interesting. Hey Chuck. It would be interesting, in 6 weeks from now, to see what teams, may give him a call.
Very true.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, this week, I don't think wasn't a lot of crazy stuff. I didn't hear any super duper injuries. And I know coming out, I think who was it? Trey Benson went ahead, I know, and he got banged up. So I know Arizona had to basically go to their number 3 running back because their top 2 starters are on the IR.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm looking. There really isn't, any like, oh my gosh, this guy, or anything like that. So from that standpoint, it'll be interesting with Baltimore making a trade also today. Are they giving up? They went ahead and traded one of their D guys. Be interesting to see what they do now. Going forward, what do they do? I mean,
what's up, man?
Hey, Dave. I mean, I don't know. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I think when it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Now, coming out now, I don't. They make an attempt for it. The thing, I think the thing you have to look at is, the AFC is still gettable.
Oh, for sure.
Wide
open. Like the Steelers have a chance. Like anything could happen right now, man. Like the Bills, just showed everybody they're beatable.
Saying the Steelers have a chance is like saying the Jets have a chance. I'm just saying.
Steelers have a lot better chance than the Jets. Steelers are winning the division right now.
Yeah.
It's only week 6.
It doesn't make a difference. They're still, they're still in first place in their division.
That was the streak that they always go on.
No,
Also,
I understand.
look at the
That's
division
what I'm
right
saying
now.
always is it'll be interesting to see what a team like Baltimore does with all of the guys they have injured. How many of them will they potentially go ahead and bring back? Will they rush back? I like Lamar. I think he's a fantastic player. I could also see him saying, you know what? I don't feel 100% healthy. I ain't going out there. I could see a guy I can see him, having that type of an attitude. Okay, and not, don't get me wrong. Not that I blame him, but I could see him doing something like that. That's something that's a little bit, up his alley to go ahead and do.
Well, he's a Baltimore Raven, so they're not known for great character or class or anything like that.
Might be true.
I'm just glad to hear we might get Noah Brown and McLaurin back for this game Monday night.
That'd be big for you guys. You guys look really good. Like, speaking of which, we should go over last week. I feel like we whiffed on a few. At least I did. Coming out from this last week.
He's still listed as questionable right now. Nothing. Nothing certain, for sure. But last week was not a stellar week.
I was riding high too there, man.
Anthony, unfortunately,
was I last place out of us?
You were 5-9 last week.
Damn.
I was the week before.
I was 500 at 7-7, and John was the big winner at 8-6.
Dang. Here you go, John.
Pull that Denver win.
So now looking at our grand totals, Anthony is still way ahead, 50-27. I'm 45-32. John has jumped back over 500 to be 39-38.
Nice.
And this week, when we pick, I asked ChatGPT to pick the winners also. So it'll be interesting to see how everything works out there.
Nice. That would be cool. Speaking of ChatGPT, do we want to battle them now, or do we want to pick winners for this upcoming week?
You do ChatGPT.
I'd say we get into the battle. Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say we get into the battle and do the picks at the end.
All right, the last of the decades, unless you guys wanted to go like extremely old school, which honestly I'd probably struggle to anything beyond like the 60s. So
I don't know how we would do. I don't know how we would do the 50s.
Yeah, it would be tough.
We'd have to be using Google. A lot of Google would be going on.
Did my screen share just collapse?
I don't see it. You don't have nothing's on here.
Oh, okay. Let me know when it pops up.
No.
It's telling me it's sharing.
It's not.
There we go.
Is it working?
Yeah.
All right. So ChatGPT is coming in with their all-decade team. Now, mind you guys, we only have 5 years worth of this decade, so we're only halfway through it. But the players they have chosen. What is up, Kenneth? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here with us.
What's up, Kenny?
They got their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. At running back, they have CMC. Apparently, they want to be throwing to the running back quite a bit. Wide receiver, they got Jay Jetta. Tight end, they have Travis Swift. Offensive line, they have Jason Kelsey, a.k.a. at one point the world's sexiest man. I don't know if you boys heard about that, but he was actually named in some form of magazine the world's sexiest man. So that tells me that there's still a chance for us. Justin Tucker is their kicker, who one of the best of all time, but as of the last year or so has kind of fallen off the map. So hopefully that'll bite them in the rear end. They got Myles Garrett at defensive end, which is got as solid of a pick as you can make. Again, solid pick at defensive tackle with Chris Stone Cold Jones. Then they got Micah Parsons at the outside linebacker position, which I'm surprised they passed on my boy TJ Watt, but I would happily beg Michael to take him once it comes that time. Inside linebacker, they're going Fred Warner. Cornerback, they got Patrick Surtain the second, and safety, they're going with Derwin James. So that is the squad we're going against, and now we have to make our selection. So, guys in the chat, feel free to fire some names off and help us complete this. If anybody would like to come on and be a part of this with us, we do have a link to the show in the pinned comment in the chat. But without further ado, boys, quarterback, what are you thinking? My brain goes right to the GOAT, Thomas Brady. But I don't know what you guys think. I believe he retired in like 2022.
I mean, how do you, man.
What's up, Craig?
Hey, Craig.
Dude, Jackson Dart's looking like a stud, man. I wish my Steelers would have taken him at this point, especially because we're waiting on maybe Drew Aller, who's not looking good this year in college.
Yeah. I would think Lamar Jackson. I mean, you look at what he's done in the 2020s. I mean, he's, honest to goodness, when you figure players that have been there, that he's, he's right there with Mahomes or Josh Allen. I mean, I think one of those two would have to be the choice.
Tom Jr., aka Mac Jones. Yeah, he's having a little bit of a resurgence, isn't he? We should talk about.
Hello, Jim. How you doing?
What do you guys think of Mac Jones in San Fran? And do you think that there's going to be a controversy? I mean, this would be a good question for David to let us know as a resident 49ers correspondent here. But yeah, I mean, he's been playing really well with them.
No, because Brock just got paid.
Brock.
Yeah. And he has. I mean, you might want to say yay, but I mean, he just got paid. I mean, obviously, he has guaranteed money for a bunch of years and stuff. So I can't see. I mean, I don't see it. Yeah. If he, if Brock was going to be out for the rest of the year, then you can see maybe something for next year. But I just think with his contract, there's no way that you could have any kind of controversy there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because Purdy hasn't really stayed healthy yet this year. Hopefully he will. We can kind of see if he can kind of get back to where he was prior to the injury.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking at quarterback here? We had Tom Brady throwing out there, Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen as well. I do kind of worry about his record against Pat Mahomes being taken into consideration. I don't know if ChatGPT would track the fact that the Chiefs beat them.
I mean, any quarterback we're going to take hasn't had a good record against Patrick Mahomes in the 2020s.
That's very true. I think honestly Brady would be the only one.
Probably not head to head. I mean, if you look at you'd have to go back probably. So, I don't know. I think either Allen or Lamar. Probably Allen might be because I just think he's a little bit better passer than Lamar. I mean, I think they both have the scrambling potential.
That is interesting because remember that one matchup that we did? I don't remember what decade or what it was, but remember we asked, like, well, what if we had Lamar Jackson? Would we have won? Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, it would have been had to be the 2010s, right?
I can't remember, but like one of these things we did, Lamar Jackson was the difference maker in the game. But I'm fine with Josh Allen if that's the guy you think we should go with, boys.
I'm not saying that's who we should go. I'm just that's the guy that comes to my mind. I mean, those are the best 3 quarterbacks that are in the NFL and over the last 5 years.
Running back. So they have McCaffrey. I mean, I would think like Saquon Barkley. I would think Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, who's still reasonably new.
It's not a bad. That's not. I mean, I didn't think about Saquon. I thought Henry was the first one that came to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think, John?
I don't like it because he's an Eagle, but I would say probably Saquon would be the one to go with.
I only like him because he's Penn State. Is it with an O or an A for Saquon? I think it's an O.
I believe it's an A. No, Jim spelled it with an O, so
yeah.
Wide receiver. Do we go Jamar Chase, or is there anybody else that you guys think is comparable to Justin Jefferson?
I mean, I know the one guy who would be if he had a lot better quarterback over the last 4 years would be Garrett Wilson. But I mean, you can't really. I mean, the numbers that Chase has put up and what he does. I don't know who else you think of. Or you think maybe Amara St. Brown?
Mm.
Might be the only other guy thinking off the top of my head.
I throw my boy in there for that one, Scary Terry.
Not Nico Collins.
He's the only one I'm saying in there that could be close. And had plenty, 4 or 5 years, 1,000 yards plus receiving.
But if you weren't a homer and you were making a trade, who would you trade for, Jamar or Terry?
100% Jamar.
Huh?
I mean, if you look at fantasy, Jamar is the number one player.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I think for me, they're kind of equal, but you guys want to put Jamar Chase in there, go for it. It's all good to me. You gave me some last week, so I'll let it go.
No, I don't. I mean,
look at this. We have somebody backing you with going Scary Terry.
Yeah, he also backed me with
not alone on that.
He's in Australia. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He also backed Jaden Daniels at quarterback or whatever. We can go back and do like we normally do after the game and see if we put these players in, if it changes anything.
So we go Jamar and then checking Scary Terry after the game?
Yeah.
Tight end, they have Kelsey. So
Zach Ertz. And I'm not saying it because he's on my team. I just think he's one of the better tight ends.
Zach Ertz is not a bad option. Let's see. Gronk probably retired right around the same time as Brady. So we might have had 1 or 2, 3 years of Gronk. Kittle, who's always injured, probably is not as good as Kelsey. Andrews.
Is this the 2000s or 2020s?
2020s.
2020s.
That does make it a little.
I mean, Kittle or Andrews are not bad. I mean, what do you? I mean, Brock Bowers.
Jets are really getting a lot of heat tonight, Michael.
That's okay. It doesn't make a difference to me. I mean, I'm realistic. I don't envision my team. I don't have any pipe dreams of what they may wind up doing. Unlike other fans, I'm just more realistic. They suck, and I know it, and it is what it is.
This isn't the worst
Gronk
thing,
is-
though. Like, you have a core. Like, you might end up
No, we don't.
with,
No,
like,
stop.
the number one
No,
pick.
no, stop. No, we don't. Our core sucks. We have one good player. Well, no, we have two. We have
Garrett
two
Wilson
good
gets
players.
soft cards.
We have two good players, Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall. After that, we have another other guys.
Sauce Gardner. You send him to Pittsburgh.
If you don't go with Hurt,
I'll take him.
Okay.
if you don't go Hurt, what about Kittle?
Kittle's definitely an option.
Kittle might be one to go with. And the other one is they say Darren Waller are the top three, were Kelsey, Waller, and Kittle.
So they have Kittle. They have those two guys ahead of Mark Andrews. Interesting.
Yep.
I mean, I'm okay with Kittle. I don't think that's a bad choice. I mean, I think you can't go by when he's hurt. They're going to look at his stats. They're going to look at what he does when he's healthy.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, when he's healthy, he's elite. Offensive line. Who you guys think would be a good protector of Josh Allen?
What do you think of?
Can't bring any of my guys.
I think you can go either Trent Williams, you can go Zach Martin from Dallas. Those are two. Those are two pretty good guys. I don't know.
There.
I don't know if one is better than the other. I mean, from that standpoint, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean they're both solid. Where do you stand on that, John? Do you have any names you want to throw out there?
All right, I got rain coming down if you can't hear.
You got a lot of rain coming down. Sounds
Yeah, man.
like.
Pouring out there.
Yeah, it's pouring here.
John's making it rain, everyone. I don't know if you can hear that.
That's right.
Ladies, he's making it rain.
That's right. Not that we have any ladies in here, probably, but whatever. I think Trent Williams is the way to go here.
I'm good with Trent Williams.
And kicker is you're up for picks there, whoever you want.
What are you thinking, kicker-wise, Michael?
Let's go check fantasy football real quick.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how great any of them are, to be honest with you.
I mean, honestly, you know who I would pick and you would call me a big homer?
Of course you're going to pick Boswell.
Who's been more consistent a kicker in the last 3 years?
We understand that. You're still a homer.
I mean, honestly, it's been the only points the Steelers scored under the Pickett era.
And you're still a homer. Doesn't change anything.
Very true.
No, I thought either Aubrey with Dallas or Boswell with Pittsburgh.
Aubrey is a number one in fantasy.
Is he?
That's Yahoo Fantasy. That's Yahoo Fantasy pick there. They say he's the number one kicker.
You guys want me to go with the Dallas guy over my homer?
I don't care. You know what? Your choice. Your final choice.
I mean, I would go Boz, but you guys
your
like
final choice.
Guy.
If you said you
whatever
would go
you
with
want,
Boz, then you go with Boz.
I mean, according to Mike Tomlin, the guy's a serial killer.
Fine, then you don't get T.J. Watt at DE.
Who's better than T.J. Watt at outside linebacker?
I'm just kidding. No, I would go T.J. I think that's easy. No. T.J.'s defensive end.
Well, what about would J.J. be or no?
No.
I guess theoretically, you could put T.J. at defensive end.
T.J. Watt, defensive end.
I mean, he plays outside linebacker currently, but you could put him at defensive end if we wanted to. Is that where you want
Yep,
him?
but I mean that's. I mean, I don't know who else you choose. Then that's fine.
You mean for
At
defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, he's a defensive end. They call him outside linebacker because they play at 3-4.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, in a
Dom, what's going
4-3,
on,
he'd be a
pal?
DA.
That's fine. I don't. All I care, defensive tackle. Just move over one and put in Aaron Donald, please.
Well, that's who I would have wanted anyway, because you know
It's
where he went to
Pittsburgh.
college.
All right, Homer. My gosh.
But when you're an all-time great player who played in Pittsburgh, you should be celebrated.
Bosa's not a bad Bosa. Well, it doesn't make a difference if he's injured or not. I mean, Bosa is not a
Bosa?
bad
Nick
one at
or,
defensive end.
Nick or what's the other one? Joey?
I don't know which one is there.
Hey, Dom, what's up, brother?
What's up, Dom?
Which Bosa is it, Dave?
I'm guessing since he's a Niners guy, it's probably Nick Bosa he's referring to. Who would be a decent option, you know. Also, Max Crosby would be a good option.
Ooh, Max Crosby would be a really good option.
Who else has been like real disruptive at the end?
Let's see. They show Shaq Barrett, the number 3.
Really, even over Mason Crosby.
Yeah. You have Myles Garrett, TJ, Barrett, Donald, Bosa, and Hunter.
Where's
The ones
Khalil
they-
Mack?
Bosa has 5 Pro Bowls. Crosby has 3. Hendrickson's been really good. Khalil Mack is kind of a linebacker as well, but I guess you can kind of put him either place depending on what scheme he's in.
Okay.
What about Max Crosby?
Crosby'd be awesome.
I mean, I like Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Inside linebacker. What do you guys think of that?
Who do they got? They got Fred.
Yep.
Was Von Miller an inside or no?
I think he
No,
was
he was
outside.
defensive end, I think, more outside linebacker type guy. Demario Davis, Roquan. Yeah, Roquan Smith. I was just going to say Roquan, Dave. Roquan Smith is a good one. I mean, I think, yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
I like
the only
Roquan.
other one I could think of was Bobby Wagner. But yeah, I think Roquan Smith would probably be the way to go.
Yeah, I like Roquan.
Cornerback. They have
I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say this because I know Mike's going to call me a homer, but Quentin Dunbar. See?
Fine. I vote for Quentin Dunbar.
They show like Jalen Ramsey's been a big one.
Jalen Ramsey would be good. I mean, he's a Steeler, but I mean,
No,
Or
he's not.
Sherman.
Denzel Ward.
Yeah, he is a Steeler. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Richard
Sauce Gardner
Sherman.
would be a good one. Even though he plays for your team.
How about Sherman?
Which one?
Richard Sherman.
I think he retired too soon. Even Dave says Sauce. Sauce would be the one I'd probably pick. I mean, do you think he's good enough, Mike, as a Jets fan? Or is there a guy that you think is better?
Kendall Fuller wasn't bad either.
So just get that sauce off the screen so we can see Johnny's face here.
You got sauce on your face, Joe.
So who's this Dunbar guy?
Quentin Dunbar.
And who'd he play for?
He did play for us. I don't know if he still does, but
Oh, okay.
How does he fare against Justin Jefferson? Because that would be his task.
Jalen Ramsey would probably be the one you want.
I'm fine with that because he played fantastic over the length of his career. So we probably get more than what he's doing currently. But even this year, he's still playing really well. He's
or
probably
Stephon Gilmore.
What's that?
Stephon Gilmore.
Gilmore's been good too.
He's like considered number one on Google. And then Ramsey, and then Humphrey and Alexander.
Stingley Jr. is a good option as well.
Ramsey. That would be my choice. If I have to choose between,
I mean, you don't have to. You don't
choosing
have
between
to
him and
for
Sauce
another
Gardner,
Steeler.
I would choosing between him and Sauce Gardner. I would choose Jalen Ramsey.
See, I would pick Sauce. That's the crazy part, and I'm a Steeler fan. You want to trade?
Sure.
Cool. Safety. Where you guys want to go there?
They have Darwin James.
They have Derwin.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mika, the guy who just left Pittsburgh.
Or Winfield Jr., one or the other.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Hey, let's go Minka.
Oh, Buda Baker's not a bad choice.
Yeah, he's on there, yeah.
Buda Baker.
You want to go Buda or you want to go Minka?
If you go off the number, what they say the number one guy is Winfield Jr., but then Fitzpatrick, Simmons, Baker's like fourth on the list. Derwin James Jr., Xavier McKinney, and Jesse Bates the third.
Oh, McKinney's another good one. Bates is a good one. That man has a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, Justin Simmons,
On Taylor,
Jamal Adams.
I don't think Sean was playing in 2020, was he?
Did you guys mention Antoine Winfield Jr.?
Who?
Antoine Winfield Jr.?
Yes. Yeah, he's number 2. I think he's number 2 on the list. On the list as far as top safeties.
Trent McDuffie from Kansas City. But I don't think he'd be on the list that far.
Your first gut instinct might be the way to go. Even Dave said Buda Baker.
I think Baker or Fitzpatrick, one of those two.
Yeah.
Throw Baker in there.
Throw
Buda in there.
One.
I mean, come on, a name with Buda's got to be good.
Buda Baker, the candlestick maker.
All right, let's see if this team has legs.
Predictions?
What do you guys think is going to happen? I think that we're going to win by at least 7 points. Let's call it 31-21 us.
I'm going to say we win by the normal 3 points, 27-24. Mikey?
34-31 us. No.
So we all think we're going to win.
24-21 us.
We're going back to the 3-point victory.
Something tells me that's what.
Unfortunately, that seems to be what happens.
It really does.
Happens every time. And on a last-minute field goal, dial in, win by 3.
You pretty much. Just waiting on ChatGPT to figure out who the heck's going to win this game.
Did you figure out how to make it talk?
No. I honestly haven't had any time to play with it.
Let's see. You'll have to figure that one out.
All right. Give me results.
We need a tech guy.
We definitely need a tech guy. Should just be one more second. My computer's running slow as heck.
Dave's predicting a 3-pointer. Oh, you're welcome. I think he's one of those guys. After watching him as a head coach, to be honest with you, I don't know if he will get another shot. I think he is an excellent defensive coordinator. I just don't know if he could, if he could be that leader. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like you see him on the sidelines as defensive coordinator, like how he was jawing at the other coach and all kind of stuff, but yet he was a completely different guy, in my opinion, as a head coach. So I don't get me wrong. I wanted it to work. I thought it was, but I think him being right there, being a DC, I think is where I think that's where he should be. I mean, there are some guys that are great coordinators that should not be head coaches. There's a chance he might be one of those guys. Yeah. Well, hard to stop a guy who has tasted that head coach once, and not go ahead, and if an opportunity occurs for him to not go ahead and take it. It would be tough. It couldn't work.
It timed out. I'm going to rerun it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, personally, I do think there are guys that, are great coordinators that shouldn't be, head coaches. I mean, I'm not going to, I hate to say it, but, after 5 games, I'm starting to question whether Aaron Glenn is going to be a good head coach. I understand. Hey, you have to give these guys time, but unfortunately, that's hard in the NFL. To completely tear a team down. There are, you need an owner who's willing to go through, hell to have that happen. And I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure how many owners and stuff are willing to do that. Oh, we're playing in Vegas.
That we are. Very interesting how it just decided where we're going to be. Controlled dome, perfect condition. Crowd's electric with a 50-50 split between ChatGPT and dialed-in diehards. So what we're going to call our fans the diehards. All right. So first quarter, establishing the tone. ChatGPT offense. Patrick Mahomes starts hot. Quick RPO to McCaffrey. McCaffrey breaks 2 tackles on the screen, moves the chains early. Justin Jefferson burns Jalen Ramsey on a deep comeback, setting up a red zone trip. Kelsey caps it off with a toe tap touchdown. 7-0 ChatGPT. Josh Allen answers in kind. Saquon's patient running seems aggressive against Micah Parsons' edge rush. Kittle bullies Fred Warner over the middle. Poetic since they're old teammates. Allen rolls out, fakes, fires a laser to Jamar Chase, 20-yard touchdown, 7-7. Both teams trade haymakers early. Second quarter, defensive adjustments. Myles Garrett and Chris Jones start to collapse the pocket. Parsons stunts inside, sacks Allen, forcing a punt. Derwin James lays a huge hit on Kittle that energizes the sideline. Dialed in, Aaron Donald answers with a monstrous inside rush, forcing Mahomes to scramble. TJ Watt strips him. Nice. Mid-roll. Fumble. Roquan Smith recovers at midfield. Crosby capitalizes on the chaos, pressuring again the next series. Allen hits Chase on a slant that sets up a Chris Boswell field goal. 10-7 at halftime. Dialed in. Third quarter, momentum swings. Mahomes comes out surgical. He and Kelsey find rhythm, exploiting zone gaps. McCaffrey sneaks out on a wheel route for 25-yard gain. Jason Kelsey anchors against Donald, buying Mahomes just enough time to laser to Jefferson downstream 14-10. ChatGPT. Dowdin's response. Allen tries to rally, but Fred Warner spies him perfectly. Warner picks him off. An overzealous rollout takes it back 35 yards. Tucker nails a field goal from 52, 17-10. ChatGPT. Allen stays poised on 3rd and 12. He finds Chase again on a bomb versus Surtain for 42 yards. Barkley finishes the drive on a draw play. 17-17 tie. Fourth quarter, championship moments, final 10 minutes. The defensive lines go to war. Garrett and Donald trade sacks. Michael Parsons wrecks a 3rd and long. Watt answers with one of his own. Both teams are gassed with 2:38 left. Mahomes engineers what he does best, a 2-minute drill. McCaffrey turns a screen into a 30-yard gain. Kelsey converts a 4th and 3 near midfield. They move into Tucker's range, but Roquan Smith reads Mahomes' eyes with a tipped pass. Almost picked by Bruda Baker, incomplete. Tucker lines up for a 58-yard field goal with 8 seconds left on the clock. Stadium hushes. Snap, hold, kick is up, drifting right, but it hooks back in perfect. Final score, ChatGPT 20, dialed in 17. Dang it.
How did the hook back in? That's what I want to know. In a stadium with no wind.
Yeah. all the fans.
Very true. That's a very good point. How does it hook back in?
It's a little suspect.
That is some crazy stuff. So the post-game breakdown, they basically had the edge everywhere except for the defensive front. They also picked first in every aspect of it. So the MVP was Mahomes. He had 28 for 36, 324, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. Classic Mahomes magic. Any applications you guys would like to
Drone assistants.
Throw Jaden in as quarterback and Scary Terry in as receiver and see what happens. Curious. I don't think Mahomes is all that. I'm sorry.
What's up, Ryan?
How do you spell McLaurin?
C. It's L-A. Yep, I-N.
All right. So let's see. Pre-game adjustment. Apparently, they're still saying that Josh. They're trying to use Jaden Daniels as a designed package.
Or you just said if they join the team.
True. Apparently, Jaden Daniels would be the MVP, though. He would have 6 for 8 for 82 yards, 56 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown.
A rushing touchdown?
And we win.
When the hell does he get the ball?
Well, he'd be the change of pace quarterback. He'd be like what Justin Fields was to the Steelers last year. And Boswell hits the field goal for the game winner.
Yep. So we win by 3.
Yeah.
That's right, though.
So I guess what we need is just more Washington football players.
Well, good thing we're not doing decades anymore.
Guess what, John? I have good news for you, brother. Next week, you can pick all Washington football players.
Yeah. You could be Super Homer next week. 3 wide receivers
set, no tight end. Sure, we could do something like that. trying to think how we
now,
do that.
where are you going to pick 2 more wide receivers?
What's that?
Yeah.
You'd have to pick 4 more wide receivers, 2 for each team.
Oh, that's right. ChatGPT would have to pick.
And we're not getting. I would think we wouldn't get Jamar Chase.
No.
Oh, we would really suck then, because they'd probably have like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and like whomever else like the third best would be.
They could take Scary Terry. They could take St. Brown.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how we would do the 3 receiver set. I'd be down to try that though.
Wouldn't you have to put that in? Wouldn't you have to tell
Put it in there.
You have to put in what? ChatGPT. Hey, give me the. I don't know how you know.
We need 3 wide receivers.
Pick your poison live on the dangerous side. We could try. Let's see if I can reshare.
I still think after we do something, we should just take one of those decades where we pick, then go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, pick the best players from this decade," but you cannot choose and then put the players that we picked in there and see what they come up with. Because you have the other stuff staved, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you'd be able to compare and go, hey, in the 2010s, we picked these players. They can't pick. See how different it would be.
Okay. So they're going to pick 2 more wide receivers, and then we will pick 2 more wide receivers to match them.
Into that, Mike, like you were saying, I think it'd be fun to pick one of those decades, whatever team they pick, the exact same players, to see what would happen if it allows it.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Because it would be interesting.
Does it end up in a tie?
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, I guess it might matter like who those players are playing against. So matchup might come more into play then. Man, it's really thinking about which 2 more receivers it wants. Like, shouldn't be that hard. You have your whole pick of the NFL.
I know, right?
Okay. Look, something went wrong.
As I say, he rounded up with the same.
All right, here we go. 2 more receivers. They're taking Amon-Ra St. Brown and Tyreek Hill. That's going to hurt. Okay.
Well, we would have Chase, we would have McLaren, and then we would have.
Yeah, so we're going to keep Scary Terry.
And I would say keep Jamar Chase.
Smith Njigba is not a bad one.
Who? Oh, yeah.
It's on New York right now. Neighbors. Devontae Smith.
Njigba, or do we want to add somebody else?
Oh, Devontae Smith.
Ooh, DK Metcalf.
the Slim Reaper. Actually, DK Metcalf would be a really good choice. DK is not that bad of a choice.
Well, if you're semi okay with DK, I'm going to take a Steeler.
I'm always going to let you friggin' homers choose your homer players because you try independent thinkers. Independent thinkers.
All right, they're still going to probably beat us, I think.
McLaren is a good receiver.
Oh, we're in Los Angeles this time, guys. We actually have wins.
It's SoFi.
It's a Sunday night football atmosphere. Lights, noise, legacy on the line. Officials, let them play crew.
Oh, you flipping homers, man.
Physicality.
Wait a minute. Whoa. How the hell did they get Hey, wait, how the hell did they get McLaren and DK?
Interesting. Why do they have McLaren and DK?
Who do we have?
Apparently, they traded the other receivers to balance the scenario.
What kind of crap is that?
First, they have a ball with no wind that curves.
Okay, so let's see who wins this, and then we can switch. We can trade receivers. So
Went right by it.
they win. The game goes to DK Metcalf.
What was the score? Scroll back. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Score was
Mahomes
final
had
score. ChatGPT
By 4.
28. We had 24. So now trade DK and McLaurin.
We did not approve that trade, sir.
Who are the other two?
Tyreek Hill
St.
and
Brown.
Justin Jefferson.
No, St. Brown.
Did it say Brown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Seattle's winning 5-1. That game got delayed, and now they're playing, and they're in the top of the 6th. And in the top of the 3rd, Toronto's up 2-1.
All right.
Now we're in Atlanta.
We're close to you, man. All right.
Now they have it right.
They got it right. Let's see how your
we're kicking their ass.
prediction goes.
And maybe it's a close game. 21. Oh crap.
The deck.
31-24.
31-24.
Wow.
Yeah, the receiving court killed us.
So if you notice, look, you go back. So they have, if you look, see right there, look. Basically, they kicked ass on the offensive players. We were even on the front 7, and then they take the secondary.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, the trade did make it worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, are we ready to pick this week's?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pick this week's games, and hopefully I can get off the schneid and get back to my
Dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go, folks. Week number 6, leading off Thursday in just 2 nights from now. We have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to New Jersey, play the New York Giants.
Got the Eagles on this one. I think they're going to be very. They're going to want to get out there and really show that they can bounce back after a tough loss. I do think that the Giants are kind of have an upward trajectory right now with Jackson Dart, but I think that the Eagles are going to be too much for them. They just have too many weapons, too much going for them. So,
Yep. I think the defense is gonna. I think the defense is gonna help and be the difference with the rookie quarterback, especially them not having their number 1 wide receiver. I'm gonna go Philadelphia Eagles. John?
I'm going the other way. I'm going Giants. I think Dart's going to have a game.
And ChatGPT chose Philadelphia Eagles.
Whatever.
Then
Even
Sunday morning, you have to wake up early. As we go across the pond, they're calling the Denver Broncos the away team, and they will face the New York Jets in London. Neutral site game.
you have your 6th opportunity in a row to pick against the New York Jets. Will you do it? I'll lead off. I'm going to go just with Dave here. Broncos definitely on a roll. I think Bo Nix is going to dice up your boys, unfortunately. Should be a good game, though.
I'm going with the Broncos as well.
I really want to see Fields and Wilson get it going though.
Well, the Chargers are 2-3. They have a good point differential. They've only given up 80-something points. Fortunately, the Jets defense it's just not there right now.
Do you see the Chargers or the Broncos?
There's too many mental errors. Pre-snap penalties, special team penalties is not working. So I'm going to take the Broncos. And the ChatGPT selected Denver Broncos. So the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to travel to the Midwest. We don't know about the status of Kyler Murray at this time. They are going to go into the Dome against the Indianapolis Colts. I think even with a healthy Kyler Murray, I think the Colts are going to win this one. I'm picking the Colts. John.
Colts. Going with Maddie's team.
Anthony.
Hey, Matty Ice's Colts are going to roll this week, man. I think Danny Dimes might be for real. I really think he might be for real. He might be the latest one of these quarterbacks that was drafted high and it's going to resurrect his career.
Dave says Colts, and ChatGPT selects the Colts.
Colts are 5.5 favorites.
The Browns travel on a bus to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Anthony, there's no need to ask you.
Insta Steelers.
I'm going to take the Steelers. John?
I'm probably going to take the Steelers. I'm just looking at something real quick.
Do you feel the upset, John?
No, not in this one.
Do you feel Dylan Gabriel with no one overlooking his shoulder without having Joe Flacco there?
No, I don't think that's going to change anything. It's going to be the Steelers. It's going to be close, but it's going to be the Steelers.
And ChatGPT selects the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a smart AI.
All right. The Dallas Cowboys travel east to Charlotte to go up against those Carolina Panthers, who went ahead and, beat Miami this last week. Came back and beat the Dolphins. That says a lot, but hey, they still did.
Yeah, that was a big win for the Panthers. I'm pretty sure I picked against them last week. Still going to pick against them this week, though. I still think the Cowboys are going to be too much for them to handle. Hoping CeeDee Lamb comes back because I have him in one of my fantasy leagues. But yeah, the Cowboys just have a little too much, I think. But it should be a good game.
Yeah, I give.
What are you thinking, John?
Cowboys, and I hate to say it, just like Parabellum. Can't stand saying that, but
yeah, I'm thinking I'm going the same way. I don't.
I'd love to see the Panthers upset them, but
it wouldn't surprise me if they did. But
yeah,
I'm going to go Cowboys. And ChatGPT says the Cowboys. The Los Angeles Chargers travel all the way to the East Coast and then head down to South Florida to play the Miami Dolphins. Chargers at the Dolphins. John?
2020 quarterbacks.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with the Chargers. It's kind of a toss-up to me, but
both teams coming off bad losses. You're taking Chargers, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers. I kind of think the Chargers are going to stomp them, to be honest. I think that Miami's being poorly coached, and I don't think that I feel like they're kind of soft this year. Yeah, and definitely No Hill makes a difference, 100%, David.
Yeah, I'm honest with you. I think this is just like the Dallas Carolina game. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami wins, but I think I think that loss hurt against Carolina, and I think it may go ahead and hold over. So the Los Angeles Rams, they're going to travel east. Another West Coast team traveling
Did you
all
see
the
what
way.
ChatGPT picked on that one?
Oh, I'm sorry. ChatGPT picked the Chargers.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the Rams are going to travel to the Mid-Atlantic. They're going to play the Baltimore Ravens. We still don't know what the status of Lamar is for next week.
Let's go, Rams. Let's
So
go.
very interesting game. I think the Ravens defense is way too beat up. I don't know how they could stop that Rams offense. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
I'm with you. Anytime I get a chance to pick against the Baltimore Ravens, I choose to pick against the Baltimore Ravens, especially like David says, if there's no Lamar, then it's going to be just Stafford and Puka Nakua just beating them down all day long.
Yeah.
I
Johnny?
go with the Rams as well.
ChatGPT selects the Baltimore Ravens.
Give me ChatGPT.
Everybody can get a loss every now and then.
San Francisco 49ers, another West Coast team traveling all the way east. They're gonna make a pit stop in Tampa to pay the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just like the way the Bucs are playing. And that is who I'm choosing. I think the Buccaneers are playing really good football right now.
I
Johnny?
agree. Buccaneers.
Yeah,
Anthony?
cover your ears, David, but I'm going to pick the Buccaneers this week just because of the banged up.
Well, that's all right. Even the 49er fan picked the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
He says the Buccos. ChatGPT selects, sorry, Dave, the Buccaneers.
Yep. You're right. Baker has been on fire. This is what leaving the Cleveland Browns will do for your career. Could you imagine what Myles Garrett would be on a good team?
Yeah.
Put him on the Steelers right now alongside TJ Watt. It would be like when LeBron went to Miami. It would just win.
Bucs are favored by 3.
And ChatGPT selects the Bucs. Another interesting game. Another friggin' team traveling almost the furthest travel job. Seattle Seahawks. They travel so all the teams from that northwest part are all traveling down to Florida. You know, the Chargers are going to Miami, the Rams go to the Ravens, San Francisco's going, and Seattle is traveling to Jacksonville. Jacksonville coming off an unbelievable win. That last play, if you watch the game, that T-Law went ahead and scored that touchdown on. Ridiculous that nobody from San Francisco could have got their hands on him, because all they got to do is put him down. They had no timeouts left. They would have won that game. They couldn't tackle him. So it's going to be interesting. Jacksonville riding the high. First-year coach, 4-1. Won a game that they probably should not have, but they played well enough to win. So, John, Seattle, Jacksonville, in Jacksonville.
Going with Jacksonville, going with the home team.
I, too, am going with the home team.
They're favored by 1.5, folks. 1.5.
This is a really tough one. I am actually going to go with Seattle in this one, only because I just feel like they've been an exciting team. I feel like they're a little bit better than people give them credit for, and I just feel like the Jags, as well as they're doing, they're just not as clutch, if that makes sense. I just feel like there's going to be more clutch plays made for Seattle, more weapons.
And ChatGPT selects Jacksonville Jaguars.
Damn right.
The Tennessee Titans travel to Viva Las Vegas. Face the Raiders.
It's a big old stink fest.
Tennessee Titans against Jacksonville. Now, don't forget, Tennessee came off the schneid. They won unbelievable game, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
yeah.
going to go ahead and pick Oakland for one reason. Ward is an inconsistent rookie, and I think Max Crosby is going to cause some havoc. So
I just think it's the. I mean, the only reason why I'm picking the Raiders is just because they're at home. I mean, I mean, honestly, if this game was in Tennessee, I think you could have picked it the other way. I think the Raiders just because it's a home game. Johnny?
Raiders.
all I can really say is I hope this isn't one of the games picked up locally in Pittsburgh. I don't want to see this crap.
No, you probably no, well, I don't know. You might. Well, Cincinnati. Is Joe starting? Is Joe not starting? We don't know yet, but they are traveling to Green Bay to play the Pack. Dave takes the Titans. Bengals, Packers in Green Bay.
It's a no-brainer.
I will take the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Anytime I can pick a AFC North rival to lose, but even if it wasn't the Bengals, with potentially a very, very old Joe Flacco or a Browning who has just been terrible, either one of them is going to have to face Michael Parsons. So that's going to be a tough task for them. And then on top of it, the Packers offense is far superior. So it'll be far superior right now because of Joe Burrow being injured. But I think being that they're going against a lesser quarterback, while there's still weapons around him, I think they can neutralize the quarterback and make mistakes. So that being said, that's why I'm taking the Packers.
Johnny?
I would love to pick the Bengals in this one and go against the 14-point score spread, but I think I'm going to go with the Packers on this one.
ChatGPT selects the Pack. Here's an interesting game. Two teams that won this week that probably people thought might not go ahead and win. The football team from Massachusetts travels to New Orleans, go up against the Saints.
I think the Saints went marching a couple years ago, man. Let's go ahead with that Massachusetts mayhem. Drake May is about to torch them boys.
Yeah, got to go there
I'm
too.
going with the Saints.
I'm going Patriots.
For you guys.
Yeah, I think we're both on the Patriots, Michael.
Yeah, fine with you guys.
What's ChatGPT say?
ChatGPT selects the Saints, baby. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Wow, they're 3.5-point underdogs. The Saints.
I'm surprised it's even that close with as hot as the Patriots have been. Like they just took out the Bills last week.
And the over-under is 46.5. Whatever you gotta do, Mikey.
All righty. Okay, ChatGPT. All right, here we go. Big game. I mean, John won't say it, but I'll say it. Probably the game of the week. As the Detroit Lions travel to Kansas City to play the Chiefs in the Kingdom. Will the Kingdom rock? Or will Detroit come in and eat the Chiefs? This is almost like the Lions and the Gladiators in a way, right? The Chiefs, Lions. So, wow, I don't know what to do on this one.
I think the Kingdom's going to get rocked by Detroit Rock City. I think they're going to be too much for them to handle just because of their inconsistencies. Like they've not looked like a playoff caliber team this year. And I think the Lions are They're more hungry.
Dave's taking the Lions.
I
Johnny?
agree. I'm going against the spread. I'm taking the Lions have got this game. Mahomes doesn't look as good as he used to. He's starting to slow down. And Chiefs are favored by 1.5, but
you think it makes a big difference with the Patrick Mahomes not having a guy like Tyreek Hill? Because with Kelsey really starting to slow down, it's really, I think, hurt Pat Mahomes too.
Well, here's the thing. Why? So I'm taking the Chiefs. ChatGPT took the Chiefs. Why Hill? Why do you think Hill would be the missing piece?
I mean, Hill's a stud receiver that's very hard to be covered by just about anybody. I'm just using as an example, like they had him when he was in like the prime of his career when they were winning Super Bowls with him. So like having a guy like that that's arguably a top 3 to 5 receiver versus having what they've had since then at wide receiver with an aging Travis Kelce. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like they'd be a whole lot better if they had another star caliber receiver to take the pressure off of Pat Mahomes.
True. And the thing is they have 3 potential guys because the 3 guys that they throw out there as a starter, Worthy, Hollywood Brown, and what's that other kid's name? The kid I think they just drafted this year. All 3 of those players.
Rice.
No, not right. Rice is still out. The 3 that they got right now, is it Taunton, I think is his last name or something like that? All 3 of them, either at Pro Day or at the Combine, all 3 of them ran sub 4.3. So they're so I mean, I would have loved to have seen them have brought Hill back, see what they would have done there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think as Mahomes learns those guys a little bit better, this is the last game without Rashee White Rice. I believe should come back next year next game. He had a 6-game suspension. This is week 6, so he should be done here. I think Kansas City is gonna pull off. I know you're saying that they are the favorite, but to me, I think it's a little bit of an upset. ChatGPT, Kansas City. 2-game. We have a doubleheader on Monday night again.
Mm-hmm.
We are 1 game short this week because Minnesota and Houston have byes. So the early game is the Buffalo Bills travel to Atlanta, Georgia to face the Falcons.
That'll actually be a fun game to watch. I really think that the Bills are going to be wanting to prove something after that tough loss to the Patriots. The other hand, Atlanta has a lot of pieces, and they've basically the Bills exposed that they can be beaten last week. So those 2 things together, I'm still going to pick the Bills just because I feel like they are probably still one of the best teams in the AFC. I feel like the run game, the pass game, the defense has been there. I'm going to go with the Bills.
Yeah, I just think the Bills are the better team overall. I mean, in a dome, I don't think they're a bad team in a dome versus when they're going to have to play, in December and January in Buffalo. But I think they're not going to be happy after losing to a division rival. So I'm going to take Buffalo. John?
Bills.
ChatGPT selects the Bills. The final game to wrap up week number 6 will be the Chicago Bears against the Washington Commanders. John, we know you're taking Washington.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one, just because of how well Caleb Williams has been doing this year. I still am going to go with John's boys. I think they've shown me enough, especially with Scary Terry playing. I think that they're going to have enough to beat the Bears. But I do like that it's a matchup of two big quarterbacks from that draft class. That'll be fun to watch.
1 versus 2.
Yeah.
So you're taking the Commanders also. Oh, man.
You know, a lot of people are saying that they're going to be, last year, Bears are going to.
Field general will be standing on the field with the W at the end. Who's that? Who's the field general?
That's Jake.
Oh, Jaden is considered the field general? I'll take the Commanders also. I don't know about it's about being at home. Chicago coming off a bye, having a week to prepare for them. We will see. And the ChatGPT selected the Washington Commanders.
That's clean sweep.
Beastie froze up.
Am I now still frozen, Dommy?
No, you're good now. I see you shaking your head.
Yeah,
StreamYard can really only handle so much handsome per live stream, and we're over an hour and 20 minutes in. So it's like really starting to go on the fritz after the three of us have been just sitting here oozing machismo this whole time. But yeah, I mean, I think this will be a fun week to watch these games. I'm really excited for the Steelers and Browns. Anytime it's a divisional week, and this is going to be the week where T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett talk trash all week long. So that'll be fun to keep up with, like who's the better player, blah blah blah. And then normally they both play really well against each other because they both want to be the better player. So I'm here for all of the pettiness that we're probably going to see this weekend. So anything you guys are pumped to see?
I mean, obviously, my Monday night game should be interesting to watch. The Packers and Bengals should be interesting if Burrow's back. And
yeah, I think that's the key there. If Murray's back, that changes that game.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think, the Colts have enough to go ahead and still win and stuff. I mean, Detroit, Kansas City. I mean, I gotta believe that's going to be the late game. That is going to be at least one of the late games. And then that one's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I think there's a bunch of them. I think Seattle, Jacksonville could be a really good game. I mean, there are some decent matchups this week.
I would agree, 100%. What do you guys have going on this week? Anything fun coming up on the YouTube channels? I know you have Collecting Profit tomorrow night.
Collecting Profit tomorrow night, and we have more videos of the house builders coming along.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, man. Exciting to.
You'll be talking about Crown Jewel tomorrow night?
Yep, Crown Jewel tomorrow night.
Cool.
I also have a box battle with Sticks G Wrestling from Brandon.
Oh, nice.
I'm hoping to be about 5 p.m. Eastern time. So
5 p.m.
That way I can still make the show. So you were worried about the Lions game? Lions game is Sunday night at 8:20.
That's right. Okay. I wonder what they're going to put on. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what we get. Well, Falcons are playing Monday. That means, I wonder what we'll get here. Huh. Who knows? I don't know. Who cares? Hardy's NXT champions. Yeah, man, they've been NXT champions for a little while. NXT was having NXT versus TNA tonight in some kind of old school Survivor Series matches.
I didn't understand that.
Well, you might have. I don't know. I mean, if on Google Maps, all you'd see is a bunch of trees. Because last time I looked, Google Maps wasn't updated yet. So,
nice.
But if you did, that's awesome.
And you said they poured your basement already, right?
Yeah, they poured the basement. They actually framed the first floor.
Oh wow!
They have
They're
to.
moving quick.
They're going to be working on the framing out, doing some more framing. They have to frame out the fireplace on the first floor. I think they have to do some more work in the master bedroom.
Well,
Be
guys,
here
I
before.
appreciate you both being on stream with me again tonight.
Yep, Dave.
No
Everybody
problem.
that's joined us in chat, definitely appreciate you being with us and adding to the conversation and trying to help us beat ChatGPT. Next week, we'll be back at the exact same time, and we're going up against the all-time Washington Redskins football team, Commanders, and we're going to lean heavily on our boy John over there, Firestarter Breaks, to help us win this one.
Is ChatGPT still going to pick? They're going to. ChatGPT's doing that team, and then we got to figure out ours.
Yeah, I can generate it right after this too, so we have a general idea of where they're going.
Okay.
Yeah, that would
Sounds
help a little bit.
Tom's like, I understand none of this. Don't worry, Tom. Neither do we. We're grown men in their 40s and 50s trying to understand AI. So there's that.
Yeah.
But again, we appreciate all of you guys, and we will see you next week.